and off-road adventure, and towing with confidence, and tech you can count on. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet. Find your red tag. Get 0% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $4,750 total value on this Silverado RST when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Together, let's drive at your Southern California Chevy dealers.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official partner of the LA Clippers.
Your chance to go to the Coast 103.5 private holiday party at Disney California Adventure Park. Watch for the code word to win a family 4-pack. Weekdays at 6 a.m.
Now at 10, he was nearly crushed to death when a carjacking suspect slammed into him in a stolen SUV. Tonight, he's speaking out from his hospital bed about the terrifying crash.
Plus, President-elect Trump confirms his plan to declare a national emergency and use the military for mass deportations of undocumented immigrants. How it would work, plus reactions.
And dangling in midair for hours after a ride malfunctions at Knott's Berry Farm, nearly 24 riders are finally on the ground tonight. The rescue now on the news at 10. Good evening, I'm Micah Ullman.
And I'm Cher Calvin. You saw the Clippers take on the Golden State Warriors right here on KTLA. The Clippers getting the win on their home court.
David Pingalore was working the sidelines at Intuit Dome. He joins us live with a post-game report. David.
Wow, what a melee there, how they won this game tonight right here on KTLA. We bring you some great Clipper games, and tonight against Golden State and Steph Curry, they took care of business. They were up 15 at one point. Let me show you how this unfolded in the fourth quarter. I mean, incredible. If you're just tuning in right now to the news and how this game did end. There's James Harden. There's Steph Curry. Makes $56 million, oh, by the way. We're going to pick this up right here with the big bucket in the third. And then, like, Curry just going off here. Three-pointer after three-pointer. And then they're going to build a lead here. The Clippers they're up in the fourth. It's tied at 72. And then Terrence Mann, right down the middle, just that slam right there, throws it down. Some big plays down the stretch. 4-point game, 6 minutes left. A big bucket. Watch Norman Powell. He's going to deliver. Whenever we have games on KTLA, it seems like Powell's kind of night. 92-85. He had 23 tonight. Under 3 minutes to go. Clippers looking to put it away. Harden drives, dishes it out again to Powell. Makes it 102-92. But Warriors, they will rally back. Now down 3. This is the sequence. The melee. What? This is the final seconds of the game. 15 seconds. They're just getting rebounds. Balls pinballing all over the place. Chucking it around. Steph's passing it. Bucket goes up. Forget about it. Rebound again. Goes right to Amir Coffey. That was like unbelievable. 102-99 Clippers on KTLA tonight. Whew. Man, I'm out of breath just bringing you that highlight. All right, so our next game is a week from tonight. I will be in Boston as the Clippers will be there against the defending champs. They are now 8-7. This is their 5th straight win in a row here at Intuit Dome. So big win. I'll have much more complete coverage for you about the Clippers win against Golden State in about 40 minutes. Micah and Cher. Now I feel out of breath.
We have a minute to catch your breath. We'll see you here in about 40 minutes. Ping, thanks. It was supposed to be a night to celebrate the beginning of the holidays, but it turned out to be a near-death experience for a man who was struck and severely injured by a suspected carjacker. Russell Stewart was attending the Rodeo Nights Holiday Lights celebration with his family when a speeding car came out of nowhere and slammed into him.
3 other people were hit in the crash, but Stewart was the most seriously injured. Sandra Mitchell is live in Beverly Hills with his story. Sandy.
Sharon, Micah, we're at the corner of Camden and Wilshire. I want to show you the incredible damage to this column here. You could see the big hole and then the hole in the wall. This is where that out-of-control SUV slammed into the building and to a group of people.
Broke my left arm, broke my right elbow, most of my ribs.
In a Cedars-Sinai hospital room, a severely injured Russell Stewart. The Beverly Hills business owner has about a dozen broken bones from a carjacking crash.
Heard the screeching of tires, and it was very loud. It was very close to me. I thought my life was over.
Stewart was with his wife and their 6-year-old daughter at the Beverly Hills holiday celebration Thursday night. He stepped away to buy his daughter a balloon when a 22-year-old in a carjacked SUV going up to 80 miles an hour lost control and slammed into a crowd of people.
The doctors say that I'm an absolute miracle. I took a hit that was not supposed to be. Someone shouldn't live from that hit.
Stewart is a newly elected member of the Beverly Hills School Board and owner of Beverly Hills Gun and Force Protection Agency. He's well known in the community. And despite all that trauma, a paramedic at the scene recognized and reassured him.
I do remember him just holding my hand and saying, "Russ, brother, you're going to be okay."
Stewart's wife and daughter were not injured, but his dog Rudy, who was walking with him, was trapped under that stolen SUV.
He's the cutest thing in the world. What a best friend he is to our family, and to see him injured just broke my heart. He's my best little bud.
Rudy also survived. He has a cut above his eye. The 22-year-old suspect, James Portal of Pittsburgh, was arrested for carjacking and hit and run. Stewart says the quick arrest should put criminals on notice.
That we're a closed door now. Crime is not welcome here, and criminals are not welcome here. And if you want to come here and do a crime, we're going to put you away.
The 3 other people injured in this crash have all been treated, and they are recovering. We're live tonight in Beverly Hills. I'm Sandra Mitchell, KTLA 5 News. Mike and Cher, back to you.
Sandra, thank you. Nearly 24 thrill seekers were left suspended for over 2 hours today after the Soul Spin Ride malfunctioned at Knott's Berry Farm in Buena Park. The high-speed ride stopped midair around 2 p.m., leaving riders trapped in a near vertical position, some of them. By 4:30, 2.5 hours later, maintenance crews were able to lower the ride, allowing everyone to get off safely.
My sister she went on the ride, and like 10 seconds, about 30 seconds later, the ride kept going, and suddenly it just stopped. Minutes kept going by, and 15 minutes, and it ended up being 2.5 hours.
2 of the riders were taken to the hospital as a precaution. An investigation into what caused the ride to malfunction is underway.
A veteran Metro bus driver is hospitalized tonight fighting for her life after being shot 3 times at point-blank range. Demetra Kimball was shot in the face, her hand, and in her buttocks.
Police say the suspected gunman is her ex-boyfriend who had been following her and is on the run tonight. Chris Wolf live in downtown L.A. with more on the search for the gunman in a story you'll see only on 5. Chris.
That's right, Micah and Cher. I spoke with the victim's nephew here at Union Station tonight. He tells me there is a history of violence, escalating issues that his beloved aunt was trying to escape. She now fears for her life as the gunman is still out there. Veteran Metro bus driver Demetra Kimball of Inglewood doesn't look like this right now. She's possibly unrecognizable with a swollen face after being shot in the jaw during a brutal attack early Saturday morning in East Hollywood. Authorities say she parked her bus along North Vermont Avenue while on break. According to the victim's family, her former boyfriend, with whom she had broken ties, suddenly appeared and started shooting her as she frantically tried to